So what I'm saying is, this is going to be the last weekly video. I'm sorry that this is the last Saturday morning that you're going to have a video every Saturday. Hello and welcome to episode 66, yes. It is Tuesday morning. I didn't record yesterday. I spent first half of the day in the office, second half of the day doing some shopping for the house, which is coming along. Bit of confusion about the roof and how that is actually going to be made. But yeah, hopefully get that sorted this morning. I was speaking to some people yesterday about it. Hopefully the roof will be up in the next couple of weeks. We're flying, it's great. That's probably a terrible intro if you've never watched these videos before. You don't know what's going on. You're like, is this fella not a business fella? Does he not own businesses? What's he talking about building a house for? I'm building a house as well if you don't know. And this week is, so today we've client call first thing this morning. We had a client call yesterday similarly around ads management. Tomorrow we have a half day training and planning day with the Recode team. That is Shane Flynn's new business, or new iteration of his business, essentially rebranding to try and get him out of the business. And I'm actually down with the lads then on Friday to get a follow-up treatment after our day with them a few weeks ago. So that'll be interesting. That treatment will involve microcurrent therapy on meridian energy lines. We'll see how that goes. There's a few things I want to see if I can get sorted. I also have a call on Thursday morning with a spiritual lady, a referral from Shane from the last day, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. It is 6:30 a.m, so my voice, this is the first time I've used my voice today when I recorded this clip, so yeah, that's why it's maybe a little bit lethargic. Got my oil coffee as normal to start the day. Yeah, I do hold a mug by the mug and not by the handle a lot of the time, even though it's absolutely roasting. Alright, see you later in the office.
There we go.
Hello and welcome to Friday morning. Welcome to Almost Mullingar. I'm on the way down to the Recode team again. They were probably in the last clip actually, because I haven't recorded since, I don't think. This week it's been a bit of a weird one. So obviously, like, the week started well, it's going well, but these videos have been, over the last 6 months, have been a struggle to keep engaging and keep the content fresh, and I end up just speaking to camera about what I'm doing rather than actually recording what I'm doing, because as I've said before, when you work on a laptop all day every day, it's very difficult to be actually doing your work and then thinking about screen recording stuff to actually show you what I'm doing and things like that. And plus I'm still not fully comfortable recording in front of everyone in the office when everyone's working and there's noise in the background and people are having a bit of a laugh. I don't want to disturb that by putting the camera on and then everyone freezes and it's like, oh, Chris is recording, everyone be quiet. I've been doing a little bit of thinking, and I kind of decided earlier this week that I was going to change up the structure and maybe go to a monthly video and maybe a feature video in between so put out a video every 2 weeks. One's a kind of a feature video about the business, about something that's happening, about a project that I'm working on specifically, rather than just the day-to-day, because I think it's just not working out. The day-to-day videos just aren't working out properly. Now, that's all fine and dandy, and that was kind of pushed me towards not really recording this week because I was kind of already half checked out of it. Then yesterday morning, following our last session with the Recode team a few weeks ago, where we brought the whole team down and did a whole day down there, Shane mentioned something to me and passed me on a number of a lady who does kind of spiritual healing. So I had a call with her yesterday morning and she explained a lot of kind of the spiritual end of stuff, which I'm semi-familiar with because of my brother-in-law essentially going to Asia, spending about 1.5 years in Asia and doing a lot of breathwork, meditation, spirituality training and getting into all of that side of things and speaking to him about it over the last year or two. Now she went a lot deeper into that, explained it a lot more, was a bit more specific for me in terms of applying it to me in my life and how you can interpret it. Then we went into spiritual cleansing, did all of that stuff, and Like, I know a lot of people are going to be watching this and saying, oh, that's woo, and I'm not saying that I fully bought into it either, but it's one of those things, I'm like, it's worth a go, like, why not try it? See what happens, see if it makes a difference, put a few elements into practice on a daily basis over the next while. There are a few things that have come up over the last couple of years that this lady kind of affirmed in her, on the call, let's say, and it kind of, it affirmed a few things for me that I've been thinking, that I've been planning, that have actually been happening. So that was quite interesting and had me buy into it a little bit more. Now, I've told this lady nothing about me, so I told her a little bit about me at the start of the call, but not about a lot of specific elements. And yeah, look, you can twist things whatever way you want, and that's the way a lot of star sign readings work, is that you take your own interpretation of it. They're intentionally vague to a certain extent, and I have always been a bit skeptical of them, but that's only a small part of it. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, one of the things she mentioned was that you're going to get attention this year. And I was like, right, well, how do I interpret that? Is that these videos are going to pop off at some stage if I keep doing them? Is that I have been getting attention and I'm underestimating it? Or is that what I've been thinking over the last couple of days in terms of changing the structure of the videos, changing the upload schedule, etc., that's what's going to make the difference? I'm never going to know unless I try it. Now, what I've been trying hasn't been working, but not only has it not been working, it's been taking time away from me running the businesses. It's been taking a small bit of finances away from running the businesses in terms of paying editors, and I do think that I could take some of the money that I'm paying the editor on a weekly basis to pay a cameraman and do some editing, maybe get Jack to do it and just give him some extra money and make more productive videos, more engaging videos, I could spend more time scripting out content rather than spending 20 to 30 minutes a day recording or longer, or then scrambling at the end of the week to try and come up with some sort of content. What it also means then is, over the last month, 6 weeks, I've been trying to be a little bit more intentional about repurposing the videos into social media content, and then I realized that it's all too haphazard in terms of the shooting, and it's just not sufficient quality and not planned well enough to be social media content, to be repurposed as social media content. It takes a bit more work then to kind of make it work. So if I have higher production quality, better editing, well, I don't mean better editing, no offense to the editor, his editing is really good, so I will keep him, but a higher production quality and more intentional videos, more scripting, that will firstly make the YouTube videos better, but secondly give me more content that I can push on socials and try and build that end and get attention everywhere. So look at it that way, it kind of makes sense. So I'm going to try that. So what I'm saying is, this is going to be the last weekly video for now. I probably will go back to them at some stage. I'm not stopping this channel by any means, absolutely not. I've spent a year and a half, yes, sunk cost fallacy and all that, but I've spent a year and a half building it to 132 subscribers or whatever. But it's just the element of the story and having a track record there that I can watch back, as I've mentioned before, as I mentioned in the year recap video, as I mentioned in the very first video, to be able to refer back to and see how I got to wherever I end up in 10, 20, 30, 40 years time. So that is the overall idea. It's just about making it easier to fit it into my life and make it work. There's a magpie, salute the magpie, because I'm superstitious. Now I need to get Google Maps up here so I actually know where I'm going. So back to today. Today I'm going back down to the Recode team to get some more microcurrent therapy for some things that came up the last time when we went down with the team. A couple of things that they mentioned, I'm not even going to go into it. We'll see what happens. I don't really know what I'm going to work on today. I don't really know what they're going to work on, and see what comes out of it. But I'd enjoyed it the last day. Obviously it's not going to be the same kind of comprehensive day, it's just one session, but I would imagine this will become a little bit more regular. We'll see, but I would imagine I'll probably do a couple more. It's also a little bit awkward when you have to drive an hour and a half each way, so that kind of negates having to come down here every week or two for 12 weeks. That's just not going to be happening. Since I just spoke about recording for 20 minutes a day is kind of holding me back from running the businesses, so yeah. Anyway, I'm nearly in Mullingar. Well, I am in Mullingar now, so I have to find where I'm going. I'm half an hour early, so I'm going to go and get a coffee and maybe a small snack, because it is still only 7:30 in the morning. All right, see you in the Recode Clinic. Hello, welcome to the following Wednesday, because I've already checked out of recording these videos and completely forgot to record an outro. Thanks to the editor for reminding me and telling me to hurry the up, that he needs to close this one off. Now, firstly, I'll recap last Friday and say that the session that I had with Recode was really beneficial. I've already noticed improvement in clammy feet and clammy hands, which was one of the things that I wanted to work on. And the other thing was that I keep cramping from my left hamstring down to my left arch, or well, probably the other way around, because it started in the arch of my left foot. Now it's still still quite tight. My left leg, I keep having to stretch it the last couple of days. It feels very tight, but it's not really cramping as much as it had been, which is good, which is I suppose a reinforcement that the therapy does actually do something. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's just a weird sensation. Definitely think if you have any sort of physical issues or even any sort of mental blockages, I think it's worth reaching out to the Recode team and seeing what they can do for you. But anyway, what I was going to say was that what I spoke about, changing this upload schedule, changing the whole structure of this channel, has been justified, because it is Wednesday evening and I spent Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday sitting at the laptop just working in the office. Nothing exciting. We did a little bit of planning, scripted out a few tenders, planned out a few tenders, and just did a little bit of work, some design work and stuff like that. I could have recorded my screen and done a few things like that to make it a little bit more engaging and spoke about the projects that I'm working on, but it's just distracting from actually doing the work. This morning I spent a bit of time, I spent about an hour and a half scripting out I have about 3 videos scripted so far that I'm going to film in the next couple of weeks and get those up. And I've just scripted out another one as well. So I'm going to work on scripting those out. I'm actually enjoying that more than just speaking to camera, because yeah, I think it's just going to be a more productive video. I'm going to get the lads, either Richie or Jack, to help me film that. The videos that I had scripted out before were about my kind of journey in entrepreneurship and the genesis and how the businesses came about. So I think they'll be enjoyable. They'll be a little bit more engaging. They're going to be multi-location, a little bit of effort put into those. So I think they'll be a little bit better. And again, it may not be recording the day to day in terms of the long term and being able to look back at these videos in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, but it is recording the story of the business and how it got to where it is right now. And let's say every couple of years I'll do a recap of that, or not a recap, but a catch up from, say, when I record this video to when I record the next one. So I think that might be a little bit of a better structure, a little bit more engaging, will allow me to get more social media content, which will ultimately hopefully grow the socials, which will get more attention on the videos, and we have a snowball effect. That is the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. For now, I appreciate you watching every week. I'm sorry that this is the last Saturday morning that you're going to have a video every Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to keep the upload time of 8 o'clock on a Saturday. I haven't fully decided that. I don't know when the next video is going to be. I'll hopefully get one up in the middle of September. If not, it'll be the end of September, start of October, which will be probably a monthly video. I think I'll do like a monthly video. I'll still record clips here and there, but it just means that I won't be scrambling for footage. I'll be recording kind of more exciting days, and yeah, it kind of gets away from what I was trying to do in the first place in terms of real life, and that not everything is rosy and whatever, but it's just too distracting from actually running the businesses. And although both of them are growing this year, both of them are doing really well. Coffee&Kimuras, it is now the end of August, the last week of August. September is in a couple of days, and Coffee&Kimuras is very close. It's about 95% of last year's revenue already, and Q4 is the biggest quarter of the year, so we're going to well hit that before Q4 comes. We're going to be past that before Q4, so I'm very happy with that. So it's not that it's fully taken away from the businesses at all. I'm still able to grow the businesses, but it is still distracting. I'm wondering if there is another level that I could be hitting, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I appreciate you watching these videos every week. If this is the first video you've watched and you've made it this far, I would really appreciate that too. And I would like if you could hit that subscribe button and look forward to some of those better videos that I spoke about. That is all. I might bring back Ola que pasa for the next few videos as well. Again, if you're new to the channel, you might want to go back like 30 or 40 videos to see what the hell I'm talking about there. But anyway, that's all. Signing out for this week. Signing out for the weeklies for now. See you in a few weeks.